Hey, this is Max. Welcome back to another CSR2 video. So I am here with the Elite LBWK Showdown. This is the Liberty Walk Showdown. The only thing about this showdown so far is the rewards seem a little bit underwhelming compared to the last event we just finished, the beta showdown with the Griffiths. If you look, there are barely any red tokens at all in the participation rewards. That's not surprising. Lots of greens, but even the green numbers are a bit lower than the other showdown. I think that's consistent with this showdown though. It generally has rewards for RP, rewards for stage 6, fusions, but tend to have a little bit less overall rewards when it comes to good token rewards. But that's not to say we're not going to try. It's just that grinding a lot of runs into this may not be as rewarding as, say, the last showdown. Now, that being said, the top car in this is the fully elite Toyota GR Supra. That kind of levels the playing field a bit at that level because everybody is supposed to have the same car at that point. You can also use the GTR and the LB Silhouette, but the truth is that the Supra fully elite, fully maxed is the dominant car here and will outrun the others for the most part. So a fully elite, fully maxed car driven with the proper launch, instant second and third nitrous, and then so on and so forth. Short shifting fourth and fifth a little bit near perfect should get you something like a 6.8 run. Obviously there are guys out there that are going to run better than I will because they can launch a little more perfect. Their device might be a little quicker on that second shift. 6.84 I think, or 8.3, 8.2, somewhere around there is the world record. But anything in the 6.9, I'm sorry, I think I just screwed that up. 6.92 or 3 or 4, it's the world record. Anything in the 6.9s should get you pretty far. Anything in the 7.0s should be somewhat competitive until you run into the guys that are doing the 6.9s. But again, you need to be able to get 6.9s to really stay competitive all the way up to the top, say 500 racers or so. After that, of course, if you ever get to the top 200s, you're going to be facing people that can duplicate near world record runs. Whether they're doing it manually or not is the question, but so far what we've seen is that it's always the same few guys hanging out up there. I'm not too worried about them because I never really end up there very often, so it's not something I need to worry about. Now, that being said, common problems with showdowns continues. I've already had to restart my game at least 3 times due to either the person not starting at the line or it finishes and the game refused to complete the run. I'm not sure what's causing that. Obviously, if it's caused by something natural motion allows, which is glitching or whatever, then that's one thing. In this case, my understanding is natural motion tried to fix the issue with people stealing trophies by kind of doing like a file update if you restart your game after waiting a little bit, but somehow it just won't. They still haven't figured out how to make these races either start or end after the other side sits for a while. I hope they figure that part out on their programming side and fix that issue. Then there'll be a lot more fun. Okay, that being said, this one is on my second account. This is my fully elite, fully built Toyota Supra. So I am capable of getting 6.8 runs out of it. Unlike my main account, which doesn't have fully built car, it is missing one elite level. It's at level 34, not 35, and it can only run the best of a 7.06. So that last few fusions that comes with that last elite level to purple stars will make or break your runs when it comes to getting those 6.9 runs. So unfortunately, elite 30, my car elite 30, missing some fusions and stage 6s on another account, that's only doing about 8.4. So your margin starts to spread really quick when you don't have the fully maxed car. Obviously up to 1,000 trophy range, I haven't encountered any real complications here, but we'll see what we're gonna start running into once I get into like the higher end. So here, most of the opponents are running mid 7s to low 7s to I haven't seen really another 6.9 car yet. Okay, so I'm mostly running into like the mid to low 7 cars so far at this range. 999 trophy, I really love that. Why can't you just give me 1,000? You're like 1 point away. Get that more often than you think. Oftentimes it's like you get to the next cutoff at 1100 and you get to 1099. You know, it's the 99-cent special that they give you. They never give you the full dollar. Always cheat you out of 1 penny. But anyway, that is just a minor complaint overall. I mean, I'm not really worried about that 1 point. I do worry about it when it starts to get up to like really high ranking races where you're really trying to get to that 2000 rank to get those red tokens or something, and then it gives you 2099, and then you know the next guy you face is the one you can't beat. So that's a little frustrating. At this point, it's not so bad. Okay, so 1100 is 50 red tokens. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get that. I think Nitro Motion is a little tight on the red tokens. I mean, if you think about it, every one of our cars will need something like 3,000 of these for each of these elite tuner cars, not to mention the rest out there. So giving you 10 at a time means I will never get the car up to the point of, you know, fully elite level for all my tuner cars. That would take forever. So, you know, be a little more generous with those. Give us a few hundred, you know, 200, 100. I mean, this is a showdown. We should get a little better reward than just a bunch of green tokens and 10 red tokens. Or 50. Okay, 50. I'm being a little obnoxious about the comments, but, you know, 50 is not 250, okay? And even if you give me 250 per showdown, it'll take me easily 3-4 seasons to upgrade one elite level from 34 to 35. So it's still a very slow process, and we really should have it a little better than that. I mean, I understand the whole point of this is to make me grind forever and ever and ever, but it'll be nice if it feels less so. In any case, I'm trying to get that stage 6 for the Porsche that I obtained by random luck from Silver Keys, which is this season's PC car. So the fact that there are Porsche parts in here and a Porsche 718 came in stage 6, you can now be sure that, in fact, the PC car is going to be the Porsche Cayman 718, which most of us don't have, but some of us got lucky ahead of time and will have it. It's a 4-star tier 3 car, which you would hope is a good car, but I mean, you know, until I get a chance to play with it fully maxed, I really can't say just how good it is. Porsches in tier 3 has always been, well, I shouldn't say always been pretty good, but they're all pretty good. So I would expect this one to be no different. Okay, let's see here. Alright, so almost at 1200 trophy target. I'm only in rank 6700 range, so lots of people already went up beyond, I would say, 1500 at this point. So I see how far I can push right now. Perhaps into the 1400s should be no issue. I may start running into some pretty stiff competition when I get to 1500 range. So at least that's my estimate. Okay, so I'm doing pretty good here, moving right along. Again, the launch, got to get it perfect. Instant second, third. I think instant second, almost immediately third. Nitrous on third, and then perfect or near perfect for 4th and 5th. Oh, there's that stage 6. Okay, 1300. And then after that, it's just deep good late shifts because you're going past the perfect point in the overall shifting pattern. But again, just like with the Griffiths, the launch itself is pretty important. You still have to get it pretty consistently near perfect or on perfect. And then it's a matter of that instant second and third. Just how quick can you get it into second gear is the question. Okay, so I'm actually shifting a little late on 4th and 5th. They're not really on perfect. They're more like late good kind of thing. Not that I've seen it hurt my times that much, but I'm sure the exact shift point, if you get it just right, will produce a little bit faster run. Okay, so 1246. Starting to see some faster cars here, but not quite really fully elite car yet. I mean, I've been pretty lucky. I haven't run into too many fully elite opponents. They used to show you when your what your elite level your opponent is. They took it away. Oh well. I kind of liked it when I had that as an option to know what your elite level the opponent is. Okay, that was an early launch, and I messed with the shift a little bit. Let me see how that runs. Seems to be all right. May not be as good a run as, say, 6.97s, but might be a 6.99. Yep, 6.9 on 1 right there. Let's keep going. I really need to go back and revisit the shifting, but I mean, I'm just kind of going off of my memory based on what I did last time. And this is pretty close. It's getting me into the 6.9, so I'm just going to roll with this until I start getting beat a lot. Then I'll go research the specific shift pattern at that point. Anyway, I think I'm pretty close to whatever the shift pattern is supposed to be, which is, you know, once again, instant second, third nitrous kind of deal. Without stage 6 nitrous or without some of the forward elite upgrades, sometimes it's better to have the car run nitrous in 4th. Okay, you have to play with it. There seems to be a little bit of difference if the car's not fully upgraded versus when it's pretty well upgraded. Okay, I'm going to do one more tank, and that should get us to 1400 range to 1500 by that point, assuming I'm winning. I'm starting to see more and more opponents that are keeping closer and closer to my runs, so now I got to really step it up a little bit and focus instead of just kind of winging it on the launch. Okay, that one I shifted 6 a little bit early instead of later, but at least it didn't hurt my times. Okay, good enough to win. So when you're frantically shifting this car, sometimes you lose count and you'll do like a shift early, a shift late, but in general, the main thing is getting that perfect first to second real fast, and second to third and nitrous real fast. If you can get those two things done, even if you mess up the shift slightly after that, you should still be in decent shape. Okay, so like I said, in decent shape. Even if my shifts are kind of messy afterwards, at least getting the launch and the instant second and then third and nitrous down will keep you generally doing closer to the 6.9 times. 6.984 on that run. I think I'm actually launching slightly on the early side, which isn't as good as if I can get it right on the green. But if I launch it too late, it's going to hurt my time too. So I'm kind of, in a sense, I'm erring on the side of early as a precaution because it doesn't seem to hurt me as bad. But let me just pause it a little bit later and see if that'll give it a little better. I actually hit nitrous on second on that one. I was trying so hard. I actually hit nitrous on second, but again, the third shift came so fast that I think that little hair of time spent on nitrous in second didn't actually hurt me, and I just beat Nutdragger. I like the name. Some of these names people come up with, okay, I know what they mean, and I do get a kick out of them. I laugh, when I see some of these names, but they're pretty funny. Okay, all right. I don't want to say I want to visualize that name, but the visualization would in itself be hilarious. Alright, so now I'm getting some real tight races with people. Gotta really focus here. Again, this showdown, it's not as rewarding with the actual rewards as the other one, but if you want at least that stage 6, well, it's better, I guess, to get it now. The problem with these rewards, and I'll be honest, is I've had seasons where I got the showdown stage 6, the crew cup stage 6, right, and whatever other stage 6 that normally comes, I think, from the PC cup, and all 3 of them were the same stage 6. When you get that, that's a nut kicker, not a nut dragger, but it really sucks. Unfortunately, it is possible. So even though you fight hard here to try to get this, you know, to get to this point in the showdown, to get that stage 6, just know that it could very well be a duplicate, and it has been more than once. Okay, let me see if I can get this one right. Okay. Seems to be a good run there. Alright. Doing pretty good. Let me see. I am now almost at 1500, I think. 29 more. 1496, of course. 4 points short. Okay. Alright, let's get that 1500 plus. And then I'm like 3/4 of the tank of gas. Let's see how it goes. Starting to really, hey, I lost 3 points. How about that? Just lost it magically. Okay. All right. Ooh, this one's tight. Real tight. Ooh. Ooh, I squeezed that one out. I had thought I would lose that one. That was really close. Ah, of course, it won't end now. Right? What happened? What happened? So this is what I'm talking about. This has happened at least a few times already. You get a tight race with somebody, you finish the race, you're always ahead, and then the race just doesn't end. I've been meaning to catch this issue on video, and this is perfect. So I now caught it on video. Is it something the other guy's doing, or is it something that the game is doing? I have no idea. I don't know what's going on, but what I do know is this is going to last forever. I sat on this once for about 30 minutes. It didn't go away. So I just, you know, at this point, I'm not going to sit on it. It's like, you lose, whatever. I can earn more trophies faster by racing more than sitting here watching the boat go by. So I'm going to go ahead and pause it, and we'll restart. Let's see if we keep the trophies or not, though. Remember, I was at like 1493 or something like that. Okay, we're back. I restarted the game because my trophy is kept at 1493, so that win didn't count, but at least I didn't lose any trophies. So I'll take that as a win. Let's go back in, see if I can perhaps find an opponent within a reasonable amount of time. I was about to finish anyway, but that kind of irked me a little bit that I was so close to 1500, didn't get it. So let's hope this run does not end in the same way. That guy had 1610 trophies. The fact that I beat him should have given me a nice chunk of trophies from that win. But hey, it is what it is. I didn't get it. Okay, so that was a good run. And this one did end good. Alright, I thought for a second there it was going to freeze again. Little laggy, but at least it did what it was supposed to. Okay, so there's 1500. 1526. 1600 is like 150,000 cash. That's almost not even worth fighting for. So I'm going to go ahead and take my 1500 and call it for now. Okay, that's about top 500 range, like I was saying before. You know, in this point, you're going to fight mostly fully elite, fully max Supras that are going to be running 6.9 somethings to 7.0s. But again, it's not terrible. You just got to be consistent, and you should be able to do okay. Now, what if you don't have a fully max Supra? I would think you can get to 1300 with a basically fully elite Supra that's running at least 7.1s or so today. And then later on, everybody will climb slowly but surely. So anyway, that was the latest elite LBWK, I think it's Showdown. Let me know what you think. Feel free to make comments on the video. Let me know your thoughts. If you like the video, leave a like. If you don't like the video, leave a dislike, I guess. But in any case, subscribe to the channel if you like my videos, because you'll get notifications when I put up new videos. And as always, thank you for watching my videos. I'll catch you next time.